Have you ever considered the possibility that the world we live in today might be witnessing a decline in religious values? A profound question, isn't it? It's one that warrants a moment of reflection, a pause in our constant rush. Consider this. There was a time when religious practices were the compass that guided societies. They were the pillars upon which our moralities were built, the bedrock of our interactions with others. The teachings of prophets, saints, and religious leaders were followed with reverence, their words a beacon of light in the darkness of ignorance. Religious festivals, rituals, and practices were not just events on a calendar, they were the rhythm of life, the heartbeat of our existence. They were a means to connect with our spiritual selves, a pathway to the divine. The church, the mosque, the temple, the synagogue, these were not just buildings. They were sanctuaries, sacred spaces, where communities gathered to worship, to learn, to grow. Fast forward to today. What do we see? A world where religious practices often take a backseat to the hustle and bustle of daily life. A world where the pull of materialism often overshadows the call of the spirit. A world where religious values seem to be fading into the background of our consciousness. What happened to the time when the words of the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, the Bhagavad Gita, were not just recited, but lived? When spiritual values were not just preached, but practiced? When the walk to the church, the mosque, the temple, the synagogue was not just a routine, but a journey of faith? Take, for instance, the recent events involving leaders of churches. There's a pastor in Atlanta, one William Murphy, who dared to blend secular music with a New Year's Eve celebration, rap music in a sacred space, leading the congregation in dance. Some might argue this is a progressive move, a strategy to attract the younger generation, yet it's hard not to wonder if such actions are diluting the sanctity of these sacred spaces. And then there are the rumors, still unconfirmed, about one of the most influential pastors, T.D. Jakes. It's not our place to pass judgment, but these incidents do prompt us to question the state of religious values today. Look around, the signs are there. A significant deviation from the path of righteousness seems all too apparent. The prophecy in Thessalonians 2:3 speaks of a falling away from righteousness, a time when the man of lawlessness is revealed. Could this be the time? It's time to take a step back, to reflect. Are our religious practices still rooted in the teachings of our prophets and saints, or have they morphed into something unrecognizable? Are we still walking the path of righteousness, or have we strayed? Remember, the evil one is alive and will soon be revealed. It's time to pray, to seek guidance, to return to the path of righteousness. So ponder this, reflect on your own religious practices. Are they merely routines, or do they still hold the same spiritual significance for you? Do they serve as a pathway to the divine, or have they become mere rituals, devoid of meaning? This is not a call to judgment, but a call to introspection, a call to awaken your soul, to rekindle the flame of faith that might be flickering. Remember, it's never too late to return to the path of righteousness. Namaste.